Are you feeling lost in the maze of Australia's 2025 PR visa changes? Wondering why the Subclass 189 invitations have all but vanished? Or how you can still secure your pathway to permanent residency? You're not alone, and I'm here to cut through the confusion with facts, strategy, and up-to-the-minute advice. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes I'll reveal the real reasons behind the current pause, the new rules for skilled and employer-sponsored visas, and, most importantly, what you can do right now to boost your chances of making Australia your permanent home. Welcome to the channel, your trusted source for Australian immigration law, policy, and practical tips. Today, we're diving into the truth about Australia's PR invitation rounds in 2025, the impact of the federal election, and the new migration reforms that are reshaping the landscape for skilled workers, students, and families. If you're serious about your future in Australia, this is the update you can't afford to miss. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why has the Subclass 189 skilled independent visa gone quiet? Since late 2024, there have been virtually no major invitation rounds for 189. Even candidates with 90-plus points are waiting in limbo. The reason? The 2025 federal election. Whenever an election is looming, the Department of Home Affairs typically pauses major policy changes and invitation rounds. This holding pattern allows the incoming government to review migration targets and priorities, especially with net migration and housing shortages dominating the headlines. So, if you're anxiously refreshing your EOI portal, don't panic. This is a system-wide pause, not a personal rejection. Now, let's talk numbers and priorities. For the 2024-25 financial year, Australia's permanent migration program has been set at 185,000 places, a slight reduction from last year. But here's the real shift. Skilled migrants now account for 71% of the total allocation, with 132,200 places. Employer-sponsored visas have increased to 44,000, while skilled independent visas, Subclass 189, have nearly halved to just 16,900. Regional, state, and territory-nominated visas have seen marginal increases. The Global Talent Visa has been replaced by the new National Innovation Visa. The message is clear. Australia wants to prioritize employer-sponsored and regionally nominated skilled migration, not independent points-only applicants. One of the most significant developments is the Skills in Demand, or SED visa, which replaces the temporary skills shortage visa from December 2024. This new visa introduces three distinct pathways. Specialist skills pathway for those earning at least $135,000, targeting highly specialized professionals. Core skills pathway for applicants earning between $73,150 and $135,000, with occupations on the new core skills occupation list. And essential skills pathway for critical industries with salaries below $73,150, focusing on higher regulation and compliance. From July 2025, the salary thresholds for these visas will increase by 4.6% in line with national wage growth. If you're applying for an employer-sponsored visa, check the latest occupation list and ensure your salary offer meets the new minimums. With the 189 visa on pause, state and territory nominated visas, Subclass 190 and 491, are now the most active and accessible pathways. Let's break down the opportunities. Western Australia is welcoming international graduates, especially in health, engineering, education, and construction. Commitment to stay and matching the occupation list are key. ACT, or Canberra, uses the Canberra matrix, rewarding long-term residence, local employment, and English proficiency. In March 2025 alone, ACT invited 639 candidates across a broad range of occupations. Victoria has relaxed requirements, inviting both onshore and offshore applicants. If you have 70+ points and your occupation is listed, you have a strong chance. New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, and Tasmania are focused on regional workers, small business owners, and those with strong local ties. Here's a pro tip. Update your EOI regularly, consider moving to a regional area, and tailor your application to state-specific criteria. State nominations add up to 15 points for the 491 and 5 points for the 190, the difference between success and disappointment. Let's talk about the numbers. The legal minimum for skilled migration is 65 points, but in reality, invitations are going to those with 70, 80, or even 90 plus points. Boost your points with superior English, Australian work experience, professional year programs, or NAATI certification. Processing times have increased for many visas, especially partner and skilled streams, due to higher scrutiny and policy shifts. For students, student visa fees have increased to $1,600. Financial requirements are now tied to 75% of the national minimum wage. English language and eligibility rules are stricter than ever. Australia is also piloting new pathways for in-demand skills, especially in healthcare, tech, and engineering, and for innovators, startup founders, and researchers. The National Innovation Visa is now the go-to for global talent, replacing the old Global Talent Visa. But remember, these new visas offer faster entry, not automatic permanent residency. You'll still need to meet ongoing criteria and plan your PR pathway strategically. Let's be honest, 2025 is a year of transition, uncertainty, and opportunity in Australian migration. If you're waiting for a 189 invitation, don't just sit back. Explore state nominations, employer sponsorship, and new skills-based pathways. Keep your documents and EOI up to date, stay flexible about location, and don't hesitate to seek professional advice. As a migration lawyer, my strongest advice is be proactive, not reactive. Persistence, adaptability, and expert guidance are your best allies. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more legal updates. Drop your questions in the comments or book a consultation for tailored advice. Your Australian dream is still within reach. Let's make it happen, together. This video is brought to you by Lumens Education and Migration, your trusted partner for expert migration advice, visa services, and education pathways in Australia. For personalized support and a smooth migration journey, contact the Lumens team today.